So I skipped the Coffee Republic ride this morning and decided to do the river ride since it was close to home. This ride started out just like every other ride. Everybody's in there taking their pulls. I got mine in. It was a nice day to ride, definitely. Towards the middle, everybody was still going. Really big group out there today. Right here, we're just taking our pulls and moving up in the peloton. And then right before the first sprint, we still had a couple miles left. You see Rich Tabuso here in the black in front of me. And he goes to take his pull, but he keeps going, so I jump on his wheel. And he had a pretty nice pull. I didn't realize what he was doing at first, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna go with it. So we actually got like a decent gap. You know, it's not like we got away or anything, but it was a nice gap. So I was like, oh, let's just like see what we could do. So we take a couple pulls, and I flipped it up to a little of a higher cadence going through right here. And then we switched off a couple times, and then eventually, after Rich pulls here and then I get in front again, we get caught by the peloton. We're doing a pretty good pace. I think right here is right for about we started to hit the tailwind. So that was really nice, but it got really fast. So here's the peloton here. And there's a little bit of a gap, but then Chris Espy's right here. I didn't want to cut him off. So then I try to jump up on his wheel, and the group's behind me, but there is a gap. These guys bridged up to catch us, and they're hitting it kind of hard now because we got the first sprint of the river ride coming up. Max Jenkins on the right, I just passed. He's a professional for Estella Cycling. Right here, the second right, I think the sprint's coming up, so I go along the side of the peloton, and then I attack, and I bridge up to the break. I was sitting in the back recovering from the last thing we were doing, and then these guys counterattack, so they're up the road, and I'm just like trying to get a workout, so I'm trying to catch them, and the peloton's gone behind me, like they're back there, so I bridge to these guys right here, to AJ Snowball, and then so we got Tate up here in front of me, and it's just like had already bridged, so I was really tired. And this guy's just a monster, super rad dude. And I didn't realize how far we were from the sprint. And this is Alberta Road here, which we normally turn at, but the sprint's still a ways up. And he just keeps going. Ended up taking third overall on that section, which it doesn't really ever happen. You never get that on a river ride. But so I ended up getting passed by the peloton, and this is on our way back. And it was pretty chill. I kind of just sat in on the way back and like, you know, just sat in the peloton, and then I wasn't able to record the end of the ride just because my GoPro died, which is kind of odd. I'm still working on that because it's fully charged, but it's dying really fast. This ride was only 2 hours and 15 minutes. But this is all the footage I got here, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be a great workout. You guys have a good night.